interest formula হলো I equals to PRT over 100. I equals to PRT over 100. Simple interest. Alright. Compound interest হলো amount. Compound interest amount হলো P multi principal whole bracket 1 plus rate of interest over 100 to the power time. To the power time. We have to keep it in mind that P is principal, rate is rate of interest, T is time in years, and there is N. Your book doesn't give N, but I'll give N because that will help you solve much harder questions much quicker. What is N? Number of payments in a year. What is N? So if I want to find the amount, this is the formula, and if I want to find the interest amount, just the interest amount, then this is the formula. Alright, I will not repeat, but this is exactly same. 1 plus r by 100 to the power t, except this is multiplied by p again outside. What that means is that compound interest is p 1 plus r by 100 minus 1. If you open the bracket, p multiplied by 1 is p, p multiplied by minus 1 is minus p. So this takes care of the formula. You will start solving from here and then you will get it. This is the compound interest amount. What is this? Compound interest amount. Clear? Our question says Raju and Sanju, both of them borrowed the same amount. Raju also borrowed 75,000 and Sanju also borrowed the same amount. Both of them took for 1 year. He also took from 1 year. His interest rate is also 10%. Sanju's interest rate is also 10%. But what is the difference? Sanju has to make 2 payments a year. How many payments a year? 2 payments a year. So what will be our parameters? P, as in principal amount, they borrowed 75,000. So this is the English question to maths question. Rate of interest is 10%. Time taken is 1 year, except for one person it will be 1 payment per year. The another person it will be 2 payments in 1 year. Alright, I have done this. You will do it like this. You will do Raju's calculation. Raju's interest amount will be how much? So you write P equals to what? Like exactly what I did. P R T N. You will write Raju's principal amount is 75,000. Rate is 10%. Time is 1 year. And number of times he will pay in a year is 1 times. Sanju also took 75,000, 10%, 1 year. But Sanju's payment is 2 times a year. Is this clear? We know the formula P 1 plus R by N into 100 to the power NT. So this is where I made the difference. Here N is multiplied with the 100 and T is also multiplied with N. Clear? So what this formula will do, it will make things simple for you. Otherwise the formula here, it just added N over here and I added N over here. You will see why this is much better. So I calculate P 1 plus 1 plus R N by 100. If you write it down, P 75,000, 1, rate is 10, 100, 100, 1 times a year, N is 1, T is 1. For Sanju, it is again 75,000, 1, R is 10, 100 is 100, and then here you will have to multiply by 2. Here you have to multiply by 1. Here it was time into N. T into N is 1 into 1. Here T is 1 year and N is 2. Once you calculate, to save time, I have already calculated this. For Raju, the calculation here, as you can see in the calculator, is 82500. 82500. So how much did he borrow? 75,000. How much is he giving back? 82,500. This is interest. Okay. As for Sanju, he is making 2 payments a year. Now look at the difference. I wrote the exact formula, 7500 into 2. So as you can see, Sanju will be returning 82687.5. 82687.5. Now look, who's paying more? He's paying 500. He's paying 687. Even though the interest amount is same, even though the number of years is same, just because he's making 2 payments a year, he's gonna pay around 187.5 rupees more. 187.5 rupees more. You multiply big one minus the small one, will give you who paid more. Is this clear?